Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
Peace and love, family. Welcome to the I Am Ascension Temple of Love, the home of the Master Healers and Teachers, where myself, Tassili Mata Atma Ma'at, and my king, Ankh El Adam, reside. We want to invite you to a tribute for Baba Dick Gregory, one of those Master Healers and Teachers. This is being presented by none other than King Simon. It's Sunday, October 13th from 11 to 8 p.m. From 11 to 2:30, you're going to have speakers such as Red and Blue Pill, High Heels, and Lorenzo Sanford. From 3 to 7, we'll be blessed with the ancient wisdoms of Baba Ashra Kwesi and his wife, Mirawa Kwesi. This is going to be a time to really acknowledge some of our ancient roots. Baba Dick Gregory opened the way for me to know that I am the universe. I have 9 holes in my body, just like there are 9 planets. That's right. Thank you, Baba Dick. We look forward to seeing you all. That's right. Sunday, October 13th, 11 to 8.
I'm Millie, creator of Color Curiosity LLC. Come out and join us on October 13th, 2024 for King Simon Presents 29th anniversary. We're going to be at the new Black Wall Street in Stonecrest, Georgia. Come out and have some fun. We're going to have a tribute to Baba Dick Gregory and key speakers like Ashwa Mira Crazy and the amazing Dr. B. We're going to have vendors, food, and fun for everyone. Come and join us.
Peace and prosperity, y'all. It is your girl, Cheyenne Black. Now, I want to let you know that on October 13th, I will be attending the 29th year anniversary to King Simon Productions. And furthermore, what makes this so great is that we'll be giving a tribute to Baba Dick Gregory. Going to have some great vendors. You see the names there. You see what's going on. And performances and everything. So y'all come out and, party with us and just get down to some holistic wellness. Anyways, see you soon.
On October 13, 2024, I'll be in Stonecrest, Georgia at New Black Wall Street for King Simon's 29th anniversary celebration, memorializing Dick Gregory. I'll be doing readings, there'll be food, speakers, and vendors. If you want to see me in person, come on out. Any information you're going to need to be below.
Hey family, on Sunday, October 13th, I am celebrating 29 years in promotion and production at the new Black Wall Street Mall with tribute to Dick Gregory. That's right, celebrating 29 years, so text that number to get more information. Remember, Baba Ashra Kwesi and Mirawa Kwesi will be closing out the evening with a salute by Dr. B. Sirius, Brother Rich, Red Pill and Blue Pill, Lorenzo Sanford, Sister Golda X, Sister Tassili Ma'at, and so much more. Make sure you go to Linktr.ee/King Simon the Numerovator or scan the QR code. It's the numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now. Okay. Top of the morning, family. Top of the morning over here on the East Coast. I'm broadcasting live from Stone Mountain. Yeah, baby. I'm broadcasting live from Stone Mountain right here on October the 6th, 2024. Want to say happy birthday. To the one, the only Dr. or Professor Neely Fuller. Today is Neely Fuller's birthday. And your brother is in the building to celebrate the glory of people like Neely Fuller in the building. You know what I'm saying? Neely Fuller was actually one of the teachers of the one, the late great Francis Cress Wells. And Doctor, let's put some respect on that name, Dr. Francis Cress Wells. And yeah, so big up to Neely Fuller. Today's his birthday. Today is also a birthday of Sensei Steve. Happy birthday, Sensei Steve. Another good friend of mine from the dojo of martial arts, United Martial Arts over there in Brooklyn, New York with Professor Bill. Big up to the Martial Arts USA in Brooklyn, and they are big. That's why I train when I'm in Brooklyn and when I was living out. So I train all over the place. So big up to him. Also, today is a happy birthday to one of my dear friends, Regina Stone. Happy birthday, Regina. Oh, yeah. We're going to have a beautiful time, but a very informative time today with our dear friend coming up at 11:11. It's now 5 minutes after the hour. Just want to remind you, today we have a special guest, the one, the only Dr. Alisha Kier will be with us. Don't forget that ill. Put some respect to that last name. You know what I'm saying? That's right. And don't forget, coming up on the 20th, we have Sister Shahrazad Ali. Oh, she's coming to set the mother flipping record straight about the smack in her book, about relationships with men and women, about politics. She gonna get it all in and get with the get in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do what we gotta do with our beautiful sister Shahrazad Ali. That's gonna be off the hook, I'm telling you. And don't forget, make sure you swipe the QR code if you want to hang out with me for my 29th anniversary 10-night celebration and promotion and production, doing an ancestral tribute to the one, the only Dick Gregory in the early part. And then later on that afternoon, we're going to have Baba Ashra Kwesi and Mira Kwesi coming in live and direct at the new Black Wall Street in Stonecrest, Georgia, in the mall area. We're going to be, not in the mall, we're going to be in the ballroom area. So that's going to be nice also. And that's right, Dr. B is going to be speaking. Brother Rich is going to come out and speak on Dick Gregory. Red Pill, Blue Pill. Lorenzo Sanford is expected to be giving that musical interlude, but Tassili Ma'at will be doing the offering of libation and high heels. Sister Golda X will be talking about Dick Gregory and his connection to the Nation of Islam. So that's going to be big. And then Ashra Kwesi comes on around 2:30, 3 o'clock to lace the place and have a good time. His beautiful wife starts it off, and then he comes in. And then I'm coming to Brooklyn, y'all. Brooklyn will never be the same again. We'll never be the same again. We'll never be the same again. All happening my second leg of the 29th celebration and promotion and production. We have Tamika Royale, who is a holistic tarot reader. She breaks it down. And then I got Amira Hassan, who's going to be cartomancy expert, Reiki teacher, and Lloyd is pastor. Lloyd Strayhorn will be there. Kafunya will be there. Sister Kafunya will be there. Uncle Rise's son and Joshua Sarah will be there on October 27th. Those people are just confirmed at Nicholas Brooklyn 1396 Fulton Street in Brooklyn, New York. Doors open at 2:30. Get your backside there. And if you're into martial arts, these are some of my teachers, and these beautiful sisters are some of my teachers also. So they're going to have something there November the 9th in Brooklyn at the World Martial Arts Center from 2 to 6 p.m. Saluting Sanukas man GM Lumumba Hernandez. Big up to Professor Hakeem and the whole crew. My moderators are Color Curiosity, so make sure you support the therapy of color therapy, feng shui, wardrobe coloring, styling. Make sure you call that number 813 or text that number 813-325-4205. Make sure you text or hit them up on IG or the email. And my other moderator is the one, the only Dr. Shakira Moore. Holistica Palace. She's a student of Dr. Nalani and Dr. Valentine, Dr. Philip Valentine. Remember, certified holistic iridologist, nutritional advisor, and spiritual teacher. Hit her up at Linktree.ee/Holistica Healer. And don't forget, make sure you hit her up at Holistic Hope, and make sure you give that call at 570-972-9308. We got 2 minutes before we bring up to my son, JB. Jaleel Brown, he has a pressure wash, car detailing, and dumpster wash and services going on in the Metro Atlanta and all surrounding areas. So you want him to come clean up your house and sweep down everything and do what he got to do to help you out. Make sure no vermins and no bugs are all around it. Give him a call or text him at 512 512-429-9522. That's 512-429-9522. And big up to my other son, the one, the only Prince Imagine. Make sure you go to his studio to do any type of audio book recording, anything you want, event production, artist development. Green Studio NYC. My son is doing his thing in Brooklyn, New York, hardcore. And of course, I got to shout out Lloyd Strayhorn, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. Big up to him. NicholasBrooklyn.com. Make sure you support their 50 years in business. You can buy wholesale and retail. And remember, big up to my girl, Carrie Ann Ingram. Not only she does Reiki, energy, sound healing, and all that. That's how she do it. She gets on down. And if you want to book an appointment with me, guess what you have to do? You have to text me your full name, date of birth, and an email so I can send you the details, because I got 4 levels to my appointment right now. 4 levels. I do 15 minutes. I do 10 minutes. I do 15 minutes. And I do 30 minutes. And also an hour. I now added the hour. So I'm doing an hour session. And the hour actually gives you a bonus. That means you have a bonus to have access with me for the next 24 to 72 hours after the hour session. So, oh man. Okay, we did all that commercial break. We did all the commercial break. We done now. We about to bring on somebody, not only who's been a advertiser on my show and a sponsor, dear friend of mine for many years. I was introduced to her through Queen of Four, one of the great ones I had on my show before, this sister here. But she's also the proprietor of this great business that if you are currently looking to work from home part-time and full-time, I'm telling y'all right now, get paid daily, company trips, but you got to have clean record. Don't come with no dirty records. Come with some clean records. You got to text the words, hire me, to 770-861-9906. That's 770-861-9906. And if you want to reduce your car insurance, I know they be hitting up you older people and you younger people. I'm telling you. And you look like, you've been driving a little crazy and they want to give you, this sister can help you out right now. She got a lot of testimonials for all of the stuff that she's advertising on my show. She got a lot of testimonials, so you can call them right now at 877. She got people that handles her business over there, 877-855-8111. And her rep ID is FTT2E. Call her no. Nah, don't call her right now. We on the show. So the sister that I'm about to bring on, I want to show her some respect. She's not only a naturopathic doctor and a spiritual psychiatrist, spiritual psychologist. I've been telling her to write her book for a long ass time. I don't know what's going on with her, but you can contact and circulate love to her email, PayPal, Zelle at Healatlanta@gmail.com. She got CashApp, spread love. That's right. $ readings for life. I want y'all to let's give a well-deserved round of applause as we bring on back on my platform. It's been a while, been a minute. Let's give her a well-deserved round of applause to one, the only Dr. Alisha Kier. What's up, Alisha? What's up, girl? How you doing?
Greetings, Simon. How are you? I am so glad to see you. Oh my goodness, the energy is through the roof. I see you have done some improvements. You was already at 100. Now you at 350. Good grief.
Yeah, I'm always you know me from the time you met me. I've been on 100.
Absolutely. It looks wonderful up in here. I'm so proud to be here with you today. Oh my goodness. I see you sipping your tea.
Oh yes. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm sipping a tea from traditional medicinals, right? Medicinal.
Absolutely.
Look what they said. Let me read what the quote. This is how I know that this is supposed to be, because I just grabbed this thing out of the tea thing.
Okay.
And it says, one thorn of experience is worth a whole wilderness of warnings. By James Russell Lowell. Well, I know you're about to give us some warning, but you're also going to give us some experience.
Yes.
And you're about to get it in. But before we go down that road, family, make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, and comment and no trolls, because trolls try to climb in the other day. Remember, y'all know my platform is King Simon only presents quality people. So I don't need the unqualified trolls in my chat. So trolls, please take a stroll somewhere else, and we're going to give y'all a well-deserved round of applause while y'all take a walk. You can get off my line now. That's it. Bye. Bye, girl. That's all I can tell. It was, so, my dear, how you been? I got to tell a story about the certificates on your wall.
Tell the story. Tell the story.
This girl, in her other temple, she had, this lady here, man, this sister here had about 50 plus certificates she wanted us and her, I think her medicine women at the time, to hang on the wall. We was in there. She covered the whole wall. That's just a little bit right there, because she went all the way down to the bottom. So don't let them fool. Sis, how many certificates and doctorates do you have, so our audience to know who this is? Please.
Quite a few. Quite a few. And I am continuing to grow, continuing to learn. I am so grateful. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, Simon. And I'm excited to be here with us today. Yes. We're on a red alert today, so I'm excited to be here. I really
definitely am on a red alert, but we can do magic because we've been through these alerts numerous times in the past thousands and thousands of years, and at different intervals of our life. So I'm glad that we are. I was talking to Baba Heru, our great Baba, yesterday, and he was there. He's really, I could tell he's really concerned about certain things. Yes. And he's getting up in age, and our elders are like ready to like give up the ghost and go. They tired a little. They're a little tired. Yes. And and which those generations, he would be considered in the generation, the baby boomers. I think he would be considered. Yes. Yeah, he would be part of the baby boomers. And baby boomers are ready to boom the heck on out of here. I know that. They tired. They got one called the silent generation, which is like much older. But they're getting silent, in other words. Yes. But you decided to ask me, and I'm saying why I mentioned, because he sounded disturbed about young people, about what's going on, and about 2025, which was like 2,000 pages. I doubt even Donald Trump ever read that thing. Yes. He don't read. So it's very interesting, and we're not going to get political, but I just want to make sure you understand that Baba Heru, like him, people like him are concerned. Yes. And you know what I told him, Dr. Alisha? I told him, I said, Baba, if you truly love your ancestors, you don't have to be afraid. That's right. Because we ain't getting out of here alive anyway. We got to transition. Absolutely. However it go, we got to go. So, and I've been teaching disaster preparedness for over 20-something years. Okay. So if I'm not out here doing the crazy and saying, yo, y'all got to be under a rock and get ready to prepare, I'm more subtle with it and to understand it, because I don't ever want to put fear, because fear can be a very devastating thing to people. Absolutely. Because it can lower their frequency if you don't balance it out. Absolutely. I'm never going to tell people not to prepare, but I'm telling you, balance it out with prayer, meditation, so we can offset a lot of this stuff. So absolutely. You came up with a topic. It was a first topic. You came up with another topic. Then you said, you know what? Let me do this topic. The metaphysics. Let me take this off this thing. In the metaphysics of the destruction of Generation Z. Why did you, who happens to be in my same generation, which is what generation?
Nobody had known it if you hadn't said it, Simon.
Generation X. Generation X, that's where we from. So why did you decide to really touch on that in regards to Generation Z? And after Z is coming Generation Alpha. That's what I'm hearing. They lumping that together. Why did you decide to talk on that particular topic?
Simon, because I am concerned. I am concerned beyond belief. I'm seeing too much. I'm picking up too much spiritually. Right. And so it was time. I have been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, getting our new retreat centers prepared all throughout Georgia, all throughout the East Coast, because there is such a heavy need. And so today, I had to come forth. I had to have this conversation, because you see, the red alert that I was speaking about was not the state of the world. Okay. The red alert that I'm speaking about is the state of Generation Z. Yeah. And so it is a spiritual state, but the deep thing is that it's being done purposefully. Right. It's definitely being done purposefully. And I know that you have several of my nephews who are in that generation who I
and nieces. I got a whole bunch of children.
I love them. And so today I really want to be able to talk to the parents as well as to this generation, because there's so much pain. One of the young ladies that just responded, she and her 6 children, all of them are in that generation. And she heard about me from your channel. She started working with us. She's blowing up through the roof. I'm just Tonga. I love you. I love you and your girls. They're in California, got up early just to come and to be on your show to hear this today.
Good. Thank you very much. Let me get them around. Everybody from all over the world, 196,940,000 square miles that tune in. We give you all a round of applause. Without you, quality people, we wouldn't have these quality guests. Just want to let y'all know that, because it's all about quality. Me, y'all don't see me coming with the drama. You know, I'm not one of those people. I'm more about love and spreading this love. Go ahead, sister. And so that is very important. That whatever what you're trying to do for these young, what we will do for these young people, because even if we catch just a few of them, it's all right.
Yes.
You know, and because the most honorable Elijah Muhammad used to say that Master Farad Muhammad said he would climb Mount Everest just to teach that one.
Absolutely.
Will go and touch the world if it has
Absolutely.
to.
Yes.
I think that's important that you want, and you're coming from another perspective, because you're dealing with the metaphysics. And I love when sisters come up here and do the metaphysical teaching, because they bring it a little different than the men, but the duality is necessary, and that's what's important. So why the metaphysics of Gen Z?
Absolutely.
And what do you feel from the internals of your soul that's happening to our young people?
Yes. Simon, it's so deep because we don't see it. And we are so easily misled. I'm going to give you an example that just happened this past week. All throughout Georgia, you couldn't go anywhere and get toilet paper.
Not again. Not again. Jesus Christ.
There was no toilet paper. Simon, can we share the toilet paper? Okay. So they heard.
Hold on one second. Let me stop my laughing first, because I grew up in and out of Jamaica, where I lived in the country and had to use an outhouse.
Okay.
Without toilet paper.
Okay.
We learned the mango leaf. We learned how to wipe our ass with mango leaf and hard ass paper that America might have sent to the darn place. But you said no toilet paper. Go ahead, please.
Simon, and when I promise you, and I'm sitting here, we had the leftovers from the hurricane, and we got hit. Now we got hit. We didn't have lights, all of those things. Right. Nowhere like our brothers and sisters in Asheville, North Carolina. I don't know if you've seen them, but flood waters are up 4 feet.
Right.
Still today.
Yeah.
So the people simply heard after the hurricane, because of course they bought all of the fish, all of the meat, all of the bread, everything in the grocery store because of the great hurricane. Okay, we're surrounded by mountains. So we ain't gonna get but so much hurricane.
That's right. That's true.
And so,
what's the name of this hurricane now? Helen or something?
No, Helene is who just left. It's another dude. I think he starts with an I. He's the one that's on his way. He was supposed to be here Thursday. He was gentle. He didn't come. We had a little wind. That was it. We're great.
That's good.
So Helene, we got past her, but then, oh my goodness, they're going to close the ports. The ports are going to be closed for the rest of our lives.
Scare tactics. Oh, scare tactics.
And so you had, and I have it posted on my Facebook page. Sam's didn't close until 1:30 in the morning because the line was out the door. Please understand, people weren't buying food. They were buying paper towels and toilet paper. Paper towels and toilet paper. Simon, because they are in survival mode. The greatest fear is the dopamine addiction that social media has exacerbated. I challenge everyone, check to see how many times a day you're picking up your phone and checking it. The average person is checking their phone 18 to 30 times a day.
Mm. Mm.
That is an addiction.
Yes.
That is purposefully being done to us.
Mm.
We are fully dependent upon our phones.
Mm-hmm.
Misplace your phone and see the levels of anxiety that go throughout your entire body, because we have become completely dependent upon the phone. Everything is in our phone.
And, you know, let's stick a pin. I gotta say this because yesterday I was invited out to a function at a restaurant last night. And thank you, Debbie, and thank you all the people from Reggae on Wine. I got to shout them out in New York. I went out there. They had the old school music, but people was on the phone. But when the good music came on, they put down the phone. So music kind of threw everybody off. I was there texting and doing and sending out and videotaping the situation with DJ Gringo and all these good friends of mine from back in the day. My old party buddies from back in the day. They came to town to do their first Reggae on Wine in New York. But I noticed that the young people's on their phone, but the older people, we put it in our bag and we started dancing. And so it's something about X and then this Z that I don't know what's going on. And why? That's why they did a Gen Y. Why? So you're saying about the phone and how psychologically devastating it could be.
Yes.
Now let's go down that metaphysical road there. Absolutely. Why do you think the phone is so much of a detriment to not just Gen Z, but all the gens?
Absolutely. Absolutely. See, it's a learned behavior. And so Gen Z got it because they saw all of us doing it. Because it's so convenient now, right? So you have so many of us who are using the ear pods that are cordless, and it's frying our brain. Cancer here, going through the roof of those that are 30 and below. And so you don't look like you're with it if you have the cords. You look like you're antiquated, but you're also going to look like you live.
Right.
That's the concern.
Right.
The phones, the more we have it in our hand, checking it, all that is radiation continuing to go into our bodies. Many of us go to sleep scrolling. So all night long, all of those blue rays are going directly into our bodies. I am seeing such an increase of two horrible things, especially in Gen Z. I'm seeing an increase, and I am treating brothers. Now, remember, Gen Z starts with 1997. So it's going from 1997 until 2012. The level of erectile dysfunction amongst those little brothers is through the roof.
Lord, and you know what's so funny? You're saying that, I got it because I don't have that problem, but because even when I'm watching television, I'm working out on my darn treadmill. I'm doing my exercise. I'm stretching and doing all of the workout that you need to do for them lower extremities now. You know what I'm saying? I'm climbing trees. I'm grounding myself. At least if I'm going to do 2-3 hours of television, then I'm going to do 4 or 5 hours out there grounding, doing my thing and touching some trees and get some of that. Yeah. And back in the day, family, let me tell y'all, she gave me the damn ingredients to keep this penis strong. Keep this rod of God strong. We had a whole class on it. I still got the darn paper hanging on my wall.
That happened. It did. It happened. And you're probably one of the only people that still has the list and that uses it and that is still fertile because of it.
And I still got the celery sticks and all that stuff you can talk about.
Yes, sir. Them avocados are a brother's friend. Absolutely.
Okay. Let people laughing at me. I'm sorry, family.
It's real. It's real.
I gotta be exciting. I don't know.
Yes, because this is a heavy topic. So
it is a heavy topic. Go ahead.
Brings it beautiful.
Yeah.
But what is ending up happening, and it's so sad. Okay, and I blame our generation. See, I take ownership, okay?
Right.
Because we taught our little girls, go to college, get several degrees, go get you a corporate job, and take that money, go and start a business. Girl, there's nothing you can't do. And that's cool. But what we didn't do, we didn't teach our little girls and our little boys how to cook.
That part.
And so what has happened is, since they don't know how to cook, they now constantly do DoorDash, Uber Eats. Somebody else's energy is going in and nourishing them and their children. Right. They are assuming, if they're still eating meat, they're assuming that when it says beef, when it says steak, that beef and that steak is coming from a cow. It may be coming from a cow, but how toxic is that particular cow? How many growth hormones has that cow been injected with? Is it even a cow? Because it says steak, but it doesn't say USDA approved. None of that. It just says steak. You could be eating chipmunk steaks. You know, I know everybody laughs at Trump about, oh, you're eating the cats and you eat the dogs.
But it's real. That's
he
real.
wasn't too far off.
Yep.
He wasn't too far off. And see, if you mess around there, you know I'm a chef, so you know I'm going to put a chef joke in there.
Exactly.
If you put some teriyaki sauce, yum, how do you know? How do you know what you're eating?
It tastes like chicken.
Come on, tastes like chicken. Alligator when I'm down in Florida, okay? Oh yeah, it tastes like chicken. Okay, it's alligator. Oh, have me some frog legs. Tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken. Tastes like chicken is relative. If your mama didn't bake or fry chicken with you growing up, you're used to eating other people's chicken, then the stuff may taste like chicken to you. A frog leg may taste like chicken to you because your tongue has a coating on it. So the more, and let me just really, I want to talk to the parents so that I can get to that Generation Z.
Right.
Parents, if you are still buying and feeding your children and grandchildren food that other people are cooking, you don't know what's going into their system spiritually. Because whoever is making the food, you're eating their energy. I'm going to say it again. You're allowing them to feed your family. They are absorbing that person's energy.
Yes.
Now, what if you have somebody that's facing deportation? What if you have a woman cooking that's being beaten at home? This is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We've got to understand, I don't know what's going into the food. And a lot of times it's not that we're too lazy to cook. A lot of us just can't cook.
Don't know how to.
And so we don't know what preservatives are being placed in that food to make it taste so good. One of the greatest culprits, and a lot of people are going to be mad at me, and you know I don't care.
That's right.
Is Chick-fil-A, because they're so nice in the way they treat you. There are 55 ingredients in the Chick-fil-A sandwich, and many of our Gen Z are eating them every day for breakfast. We got the little ones in the bread. Then we got lunch. Then we got dinner. Why? Because the people are so nice to us. Well, the people are nice to you, but they're killing you softly.
Didn't around the pandemic, they lined up for this whole chicken sandwich or whatever it was. I don't know what it was.
And was giving them away for free. But see, no, that was over there at, what's that Louisiana thing? Popeyes.
Yeah, popping your eyes out. Popping your eyes out.
They were shooting over the chicken sandwich. So that lets you know. Was it laced with cocaine? Did they sprinkle a little crack in it? what was it? Because see, even when you look, I used to live when I owned my day spas in Greensboro, there was a great big plant there that was called Laurelard. Laurelard made the Newports and all of the cigarettes that our people smoke. Many of this Gen Z, they've gone back to smoking. Yep. It's like it skipped a generation and now it's a thing. And please remind me, because I'm going to circle right back to vaping.
Yes. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
That's one of the big things that is killing Gen Z. So I'm going to circle back to it.
And please remember, Dr. Alisha, and also the audience, remember, it's not far-fetched for them to put things in what you're smoking, in your enjoyment, or what you're eating, or what you're drinking, because back in the day, Coca-Cola really had Coke.
Cocaine. But that's why
Coca-Cola really had Coke.
Coca-Cola. Talk to your grandparents. They will tell you people were addicted to Coca-Cola. Why? Because it had cocaine in it. So you sitting up drinking Coke for real. Okay.
Exactly.
So let's circle back. Let's do it so we don't lose this piece. So Laurelard, we had a chance because all of the business owners, they had the Black Chamber of Commerce. They allowed us to go through the whole Laurelard plant. Now, let me tell you something deep. If you worked at Laurelard, they would give you a carton of cigarettes a day for free.
What?
They gave you a carton. Now, keep in mind, this was the 90s, but they gave you not a pack, a carton a day. So what does that do for you? You got free cigarettes. So even if you're not a smoker, they're right there. You get a little stressed. A lot of us don't understand that we have an oral fixation. That's one of the biggest issues. Constantly got to put something in our mouth. First is popcorn, then it's chips, then it's a cigarette. I got to have something to pop in my mouth. That is an oral fixation. And so this is what's happening to Generation Z because they have been programmed to become worshipers of instant gratification.
That's right.
They can have a whole apartment with no stove because everything that they cook is going in the microwave. So here we go. Let's go back to our little brothers who are experiencing erectile dysfunction. They have our little brothers wearing skinny jeans. Okay?
I'm not doing that.
Fine. You are a well-endowed brother, or even if you're even if you're not, okay? You have a set of testicles.
Right.
You have skinny jeans that are compressing your testicles. It is reducing the potency of your semen, so the sperm don't even flow properly.
And don't forget about the material that we use also. Please don't forget about that.
I'm not.
Okay. I'm fully cotton, girl. I'm fully cotton.
Yes, sir. So where it becomes very damaging, brothers, in wearing the skinny jeans, you're crushing your testicles. And it's happening to the sisters too. So I'm going to circle back around, but I'm mostly concerned about our brothers because, see, the reason we are on the red alert, the intention is to keep our brothers in such a lowered state that they operate under the red chakra, not even in it, not in the root chakra itself, but up under it. So you stay in ratchet mode on a regular basis. Ratchet becomes your norm. Keep in mind, and I'm coming back to the brothers, they've got our sisters walking around with bonnets and pajamas on out in public. When you have on pajamas in public, only those who are asleep are out in public in pajamas and a bonnet.
That part. Woo, that was a good one. Hold on, let me give that a round of applause. Right, that was good. I gotta get that a round of applause. That was good analogy, girl. Go ahead. Good. That was good. That was good. All right. Go ahead. Sorry.
So it is a mentality. It also causes our sisters to then be perceived as easy. Because when you have such low self-esteem that you will come outside in your pajamas, still with a bonnet on, you look like you are an unclean woman, like you have not washed your body before bringing it outside, like you have not brushed your teeth, which says, I'm down for whatever.
And they get angry at Monique because she talked about it. Honey,
you see how many people are apologizing to Monique now? Because everything that she said is now coming wide open.
They should be apologizing to Sister Shahrazad Ali for a lot of the things that she said back then.
Bananas. But going back to this, and so what it does, it makes them targets for predators.
Yes. Right.
Because when you look like you have low self-esteem, you look like you're easy. And so for Generation Z, what they have been taught by example is not to have an expectation of marriage.
Yep.
Not to have an expectation of marriage whatsoever. The real mindset is, oh, that ain't nothing but a piece of paper. It ain't nothing but a piece of paper. Let's shack up. And then you wonder why 80% of couples that live together never marry. Because, and you can call it old-fashioned if you want to, why would you buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? He has no reason to marry you. So baby after baby after baby after baby, as we're shacking up, no, he wants to go find somebody that gives him a challenge. Somebody that says, no, I'm not getting ready to just give my womb to you. And that is something that's being taught to this Generation Z, because many of them were the children whose mama dragged them from relationship to relationship to relationship. See, we don't have the conversation anymore with children before we decide to move a boyfriend in, or to say, I'm going to move in. We're going to move in with Mr. Paul, Mr. John, Mr. James. So every 2 years, mama's moving in with somebody else. This is the example that Generation Z has seen. They have not seen the example of a marriage, of a committed marriage where the husband and the wife are together. And they choose not to just be in love and feel good all the time, but to be committed to one another. That's the example that they saw. They saw, that's my mama's boyfriend. That's my mama's other boyfriend. That's my mama's ex. And then that is what is accepted to be the norm. So
and that mama's boyfriend and ex might be molesting and raping. A whole nother. I know. I'm sorry.
I got that on this list when I promise you. It is on this
family. Hold on 1 second. Family, if y'all just tuning in, we have the wonderful, our guest today is my dear friend, the one, the only Dr. Alisha Kier. She got so many names just like I do. I got a whole bunch of names. But guess she's a naturopathic doctor and spiritual psychologist. So that's very important. And make sure you contact and or circulate love. I'm talking about cash, or vibration. It's a PayPal, Zelle. You can email her. She got CashApp. That's $ ReadingForLife. Make sure you support today's topic, family. You know what it is the metaphysics of the destruction of Generation Z. Now, there's a question I'd like to ask first before you move on.
Sure.
What role, if any, does societal programming play in shaping Gen Z's belief and values?
Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
They are the most susceptible because they get all of their news from social media. So if it's on social media, then it's gospel to them. Even if somebody comes on and says, this was on Onion, this is satire, this was not real, what they have accepted becomes their truth. So the need to research is no longer there. No longer there. The need to research. If I see it, I pick it up, I go on. I will be getting all of my books out very, very soon. Yes, indeed.
I've been telling her for years. I've been telling her for over 10 years. So I don't know what she do.
These are facts. These are facts.
Go
and
ahead.
so, beloveds, where the big concern is, let's go back to the testicles. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So our little brothers have crushed testicles.
Yep.
And then when you realize, there is an abandonment of responsibility. There is no longer a need to be an upright stand-up brother. When you are an upright stand-up brother, you don't have your pants hanging off your behind because it goes against your excellence and your integrity. You never see a king walking around with his pants down, but you see a man that's been compromised. Let's talk about that compromisation. The goal for Asiatic men, and I will not call us black because we're not a crayon color. Okay, so when I say Asiatic, what you've been taught is black, African American, Negro, black, colored, all of that. That's who I'm talking about, people that look like me. If you look like me, you understand what I'm saying. Okay. So the goal for Asiatic men by the time they are 9 years old is to fully emasculate them. How do you emasculate a male child? 3 main ways. Number 1, parental resentment syndrome. 70% of the pregnancies in the Asiatic community were unplanned. So sisters laid down without an intention of getting pregnant. And this is one of the reasons that our abortion rate is as high as it is, because unfortunately for many, because only 3% of women who have abortions in our community were raped. So I'm talking about the 97%, okay? When we deal within that 97%, that 97% got pregnant, didn't mean to, decided to terminate the pregnancy. The other end of that is those who didn't. Those who didn't want to get pregnant maybe couldn't come up with the money to terminate the pregnancy and kept the child. Where the danger comes in there is this ugly piece right here. They did not kill that child's body, but many of them, because of the resentment they have, they killed that child's spirit.
That part right there. There it is.
Where
Spirit
it
killers.
Come on. And when it gets deeper is when that child looks like the father that rejected the mother. So every time she looks at that little boy, she sees the man that rejected her. And so she takes it out on that little boy. Because see, I didn't want to be pregnant anyway. I didn't want to be pregnant anyway. So I got pregnant. We couldn't put the money together. I kept the baby. Or you told me we were going to be together. I believed your story. And then once the baby got here, you decided you didn't want to do your part. So then every time she looks at that baby, the resentment continues to show up. And so she talks to him harshly. She talks to him with such hatred, such vitriol, all that's poured into that little boy. You see, you got the first 1,000 days of a child's life to break the generational curses. So if the mother was talked to any old kind of way, those first 1,000 days of that child's life, that is what then begins to shift everything.
Right.
If you miss that first 1,000 days in shifting it, you got till there's 7, but the longer you wait, the harder it is to break a cycle. But if I presented you from the womb, then you grew up in an environment. And Brother Ham, I'm going to get to that in just a second.
Go ahead.
But I want to explain what I'm talking about first. Okay. So when that child is cultivated in an environment of hatred, and people don't understand that the heart and blood begin to move at day 18. That is also when the spiritual ears are developed in that child. So whenever Auntie Betty is saying, you know, I can take you to a lady and she can get rid of that baby. And everybody's saying that, that child is picking it up. That's why when Auntie Betty and all these other people come around, the little boy starts screaming because he remembers hearing that information.
And I'm glad you said that, because I recently just apologized to my aunt who's about to turn 90 on October 19. I recently, early this year, because I held on to something that she did to me when I was a child, and I didn't expect her to do it, like hit me in the back of my head. And I never like anybody hit me in the back of the head, to the point. So I held this on since I was 8 years or 9 years of age until 57. Held on. So I called her, and I said, you know, because my uncle never hit me, you know, and it's not that I was spoiled or anything. It's just I didn't expect her, who was just married into the family, to hit me.
You ain't even my blood and you hit me.
Yeah. And I'm like, and my uncle, who is a man's man, didn't even hit me. He just talked to me, and I was like this. What?
Okay.
He was 6 foot.
Absolutely.
3 and big, and he was a manager of Hilton Hotel and all that kind of stuff. So when he spoke, Uncle Carby, when he spoke, our voice was very penetrable, very deep, and you know. So nobody have to hit me. If you just call him, I'm good. You know. So we hold on to a lot of those things up to that day from those formative years. It's so important. And you know, even my abandonment issue, because my mother and father them used to have to go and work. And they left us with babysitters while we was younger. Even those are things that we hold on to that can be very destructive of not just Generation Z, but also X and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So
the older generations are the ones that raised Generation Z.
Exactly.
So when you didn't want the baby anyway, okay, and then the whole time you're pregnant, everybody's saying, well, if you have an abortion, you got all the rights. You need to go ahead and do it. It's okay. Constantly in your ear, destroying that baby. That baby comes out with a rejection syndrome already, because I'm not sure from day to day if she's going to keep me safe in here. I don't feel like she wants me. And I constantly have the fear that she does not want me here.
Exactly.
And so the child is raised in all of that negative energy, and that negative energy is acidic in the womb. So as that child now comes out, that first 1,000 days, what are we going to do? How are you treating them? When that baby is crying like a baby normally does, do you shake it? That's how we deal with shaken baby syndrome and all of those types of things. A lot of us didn't know we were shaking babies. And I've heard men say, like when Chris Rock would say, oh, I shake the crap out of her. That's not funny. That's not funny, because you don't know what happened to that woman. And when you shake a woman, that is abuse.
I hold on, because I know you have experienced it firsthand. I remember and I recall, but I wasn't there. I came after. That was because everybody came to me after, like, yo, such and such and such and such. I ain't gonna say no name. But you in front of an audience, it was not on you. It was on that person, because that person was raised by somebody
and was abused.
Not by the mother, but the fathers and everybody else. If I believe you, well, you might know better than that because you was married to him. Stop. Put some gunshots. We back in Brooklyn now, girl. We ain't in
Okay, all day.
So obviously, but would you say that you like you said, they was raised by those generations before, so they may have gone through it also in order for them to do what they did to you.
The behavior that you have received.
Right.
So if when you don't act right, you're picked up and you're shaken, then when somebody doesn't quote unquote act right or do what you want them to do, then that makes sense to you to then do to them. You don't see that as abuse because your mama, your daddy, whoever did it to you. And so we equate abuse as you hit me upside my head with an iron. You know, just because you wasn't penny on good times doesn't mean that that's not abuse. Verbal abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, all of those things happen to Generation Z because we couldn't beat them. Finally, social service said, no, you can't take a iron. You can't take an extension cord. You can't take a belt buckle and beat the children. So we ended up talking to them like a dog. You know, I never wanted you. I can't stand you. You just like your sorry daddy. All of those things right there. That is.
I heard that too. I heard that when I was growing up.
Abuse. I never wanted you. You can't unsay that to a child.
I heard that when I was growing up. You're just like your father. You're just like your father. I used to hear that from, and if my mother would say it, then you have my aunts and all that. They would say just like your father, because I would laugh and I would do this, but I was, mischievous when I was younger. And my father was too. Man, he's still around. He's 81 now. So big up to my pops and big up to my mom. Big up to those two. They something else. But that part right there, so much.
Gen Z, they got our leftovers because, like I said, 70% of them were unplanned pregnancies out the gate. And so when you have an unplanned pregnancy, it's okay. No, you're not okay, because this wasn't part of your plan. So many mothers had planned to go to medical school, planned to go to become a nurse. And so, quote unquote, this child interrupted their plans. So in that child interrupting your plan, you make that child feel like an inconvenience. And so this is what we're getting. No, they don't want to get married. And our young men, no, they don't want to learn a trade and be an upstanding man. They're listening to garbage every day, purposely being poured into their ears. And the rappers know they get paid to say certain words in the music. And so nigga, the more you hear it, the more nigga is a creation.
Yeah.
The more you continue to hear, I want to be a real nigga. And when you hear things like those girls ain't loyal, you hear those types of things being planted in your ears, you don't believe it. When you have these plants on social media for Generation Z that continue to have all these negative things to say about Asiatic women, it then makes our brothers think that it's better with women of another nation.
Passport brothers, yeah.
Come on, when those are purposeful plants. Then you got to look at this gimmick of what they're putting in their body. So I'm going to tell you the sickest men right now in Generation Z, the ones that are having the most problems with erectile dysfunction. It's not my athletes that's eating meat and that's eating fish and all that. It's the vegans.
Woo, man.
They are having the highest level of erectile dysfunction. A lot of them, when they ejaculate, it looks like cottage cheese. Can I tell you why?
Please.
It ain't no disease or nothing. They keep eating this mock meat. I want all of you all to watch a movie called Soylent Greens.
Oh, yeah, with Charleston Heston. Yeah, Charleston Heston.
It tells you what's going on now. It was written in 1968, and it tells you everything that's going on with the fake meat now. Soylent, Soylent, greens. And you will be like, oh my God.
It's by Charleston Heston. You can read the book too. I have the book.
Yes.
Yeah, I have the book.
Is even deeper.
Years ago.
The book is even deeper.
Yep.
So we have to understand with a complete clarity that this generation, they are 27 and under. Most of them have no interest in marriage. So how do you then keep a generation or keep a nation from growing? Get to their children.
Right.
Keep their children completely dependent. So see, of those mothers that did not want the children at all, you got a double-edged sword. You've got those that do the emasculation to keep the little boys, right? To talk to them any old kind of way. That's one way of emasculation. The second is, like you were saying, happened with you, leaving you with whoever. Let me go live my life. I'm going to drop you off at this one. I'm going to drop you off at that one, never knowing what happens to your little boy. So that's the second way of emasculating him, is by leaving him unprotected. And the third is teaching him to be a people pleaser. Now, you want to make mommy happy, right? You want to make do what I say so you make me happy. And so what that does is that triggers that beta male in their mind. They don't become the alpha male that they were destined to be because they become a people pleaser. Men, just by the construct of your body, you are a giver. Women are a receiver. But when we begin to coddle our little boys, we make them become receivers. That's when you start hearing young men say, well, yeah, I want to go 50-50. I want a woman now to go 50-50 on me. Go 50-50, 50-50, 50-50. Okay, when you're saying you want her to go 50-50, she's not going to submit to you and do 50-50. That for what? She's a glorified roommate. She's a roommate with benefits. She's not going to do that. To continue, this generation has been taught to tell women, no, I'm not going to provide for you. You get out there and work. And then I want you to lay down and have my 3 children. And I want you to work out every day and keep your body real small. Keep your hair together. Keep your nails together. Keep my house clean. Make sure I got a hot meal. And stay fresh and excited. Hey, I want you to be my freak now. I want you to be ready. Have all the energy. But I'm going to go to work, come home, and go sit down and play my Game Boy. It's not balanced. Anytime, and I've seen this here in Atlanta, and it hurts my heart. I will see women outside cutting the grass, and they got a full-grown man in the house.
Their own son. I see that in Brooklyn. I see it my next door neighbor. Like, what the heck?
And it's like, why are you out there? And she's struggling. It's not like she's just out there to do it for exercise. She's doing it so that there are not snakes growing outside because the grass doggone is tall as her leg.
Exactly.
And so this is what is continuing to happen within this generation. So to get to the brother's point who wanted me to hurry up and go ahead and answer, what do we do to fix it? Okay, great. He's probably an Aries because Aries, they want the answer. Answer me. I hear you. So what do? First, we acknowledge it. We don't keep acting like it's not actually happening. The other thing I want us to pay attention to, and this is especially if you have sons that are in this particular generation, those sons, without a question, the suicide rate of those sons has increased since 2020. Nobody's paying attention to the increase in the suicide rate amongst our sons since 2020. Many of our sons never recovered from being trapped inside. So in their minds, they're still there. That survival mode that has you under your root chakra is continuing to kick in. So what can you do? Let's start with the phone. Never ever sleep with your phone near you. The phone needs to be out in the hallway, but it needs to be away from you, especially while it's charging. When you have that phone charging there in the same room with you, you are accepting all of those waves into every part of your body. Many of our sisters are getting PCOS. They are getting fibrocystic breast because all of that energy is going in. Sisters with bigger breasts are still sticking their phone down in their breast.
Yep.
Okay, that energy is going directly into your breast tissue. Wearing your phone in your front pocket, that affects your testicles. For sisters, it's affecting your ovaries. So when we're constantly charging the phone 8 hours a night while we're sleeping, phone is either in the bed with us or right beside it. Or if you have a partner, his phone is on one side, your phone is in the other. Y'all's bodies is picking all of that up. You've got to now understand, put it out in the hallway to let it charge. Anything that's got a blue light to it, turn it disconnected at night. Because you know, if you have the TV or anything to that effect, that blue light is still on. Disconnect it. You don't need to have TVs even in your bedroom. The bedroom is to sleep. Sleep in your bedroom. Live in the other parts of the house. Next, let's deal with, because Simon, you said something very key. I've always taught that there are, each of us has 8 wombs, whether you're male or whether you are female.
Somebody say 8 or 9. Some people say 9.
Absolutely. Well, the 9th one is your butthole, and I'm not doing nothing with that. You know, so I don't disagree that it's there, but that's on you.
And some people are a butthole, and some people are asshole and a whole ass. So it is what it is. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Somebody hold on. As a holistic, as a naturopathic doctor.
Yes.
Somebody asks, what about if you're sleeping on a grounding mat, having the phone in the room?
Don't do it.
You done messed up the grounding. You done messed up the grounding.
That's very sounding. The grounding mat is actually pulling out of you all of the garbage that you've picked up every day. Right. If you are a woman and you don't cover your hair, you know that the ends of your hair, that's your spiritual center. That's your spiritual connection. So every time you're out and your head is uncovered, you are picking up absolutely everything. You have to remember, you are the mother of civilization. So the attack is definitely on your mind. This is why they have you wearing another woman's hair covering up your crown, so you can't get your spiritual system signals clearly. So oftentimes you've got a dead woman's hair when you got human hair on your head. A lot of times that was either sacrificed to a god, especially in India. And so if you're a Christian and you walking around with sacrificed hair, you got to really kind of ask yourself, how does my God feel about that? Okay. The other part is, you know, when you have that on your head, if it was human hair, it came from somebody else. So you have her spiritual connectors on top of your head. So it affects you being able to get clear messages. So you're having to run to people and get a reading and all of that. And you're finding yourself asking, you know, not making the best and wisest decisions because it's easier for me to glue some hair to my forehead instead of wearing my own hair. That is programming. Your hair is not too much work, just like cooking is not too much work. And real talk, since we're here and since I'm out here, sisters, your weave stinks. Men hate the smell of it. Do you know how many men have come to me like, yo, the only counseling I need is how to talk to her about her weave stinking. Because I don't want to hurt her feelings, but she wants to lay in my arms.
Stinking weave, huh? Stinking
all that weave is in my face.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And then you're sweating in it. And so then you go and put some perfume on top of it. Do you know how many Black men, quote unquote, Asiatic men, love to run their hair, their hands,
their hands,
your hair? That is some of the most beautiful intimacy. And what he's not going to do is run his hand through a weave. You got to ask yourself, why are you wearing it? For real. Because you got hair up under there. Why are you doing it? Because it's convenient. Because it's easy. Right.
Now, hold on one second. I know, Lord have mercy, family. We got the one, the only, one and the only, I believe it, Dr. Alisha Kier. One thing I love about Alisha is that I could go to the bathroom, cook a whole meal, and she'll still talk. She'll still talking, and that's how
those are facts.
Which I almost did today. As I still be talking, but before we move on, I want people to make sure y'all support her 1,000%. Her Zelle, her PayPal, her Cash App is right here on the screen. If you can't support me right now, go and support her, because her mission, her temple, her work is very important on multiple levels. Now, she could be a drill sergeant. I'll let you know that for real. Don't let her fool you. That's a number 9 to a heart. But that's a drill sergeant right there. But she means well. Because she needs to get into the psyche of y'all, and you got to understand that she's been trained by many. She's been trained by many, so I can't even name the different various accolades. Matter of fact, I have a video with her, with Queen of Fool and Dick Gregory back in the day. I got a video on my YouTube channel with her opening up. So it's important that y'all realize that she is a very important soul in our midst. And before we come back, I want to take a hard break, and then we're gonna come with question and answers, and she can let her finish it off. So we're gonna take a nice hard break right now. It's now 12:11. So we got a whole hour now. 12:11. So we're about to get it in. We'll be right back with Dr. Alisha Kier in a moment. Don't go nowhere. We'll be black or melanated or Moorish in a minute, family. Don't go nowhere. We got things coming. All right. Peace and love. We'll be right back after this.
Peace and love, family. Welcome to the I Am Ascension Temple of Love, the home of the Master Healers and Teachers, where myself, Tassili Mata'atma Ma'at, and my king, Ankh El Adam, reside. We want to invite you to a tribute for Baba Dick Gregory, one of those Master Healers and Teachers. This is being presented by none other than King Simon. It's Sunday, October 13th from 11 to 8 p.m. From 11 to 2:30, you're going to have speakers such as Red and Blue Pill, High Heels, and Lorenzo Sanford. From 3 to 7, we'll be blessed with the ancient wisdoms of Baba Ashra Kwesi and his wife, Mirawa Kwesi. This is going to be a time to really acknowledge some of our ancient roots. Baba Dick Gregory opened the way for me to know that I am the universe. I have 9 holes in my body, just like there are 9 planets. That's right. Thank you, Baba Dick. We look forward to seeing you all. That's right. Sunday, October 13th, 11 to 8.
Hey family, on Sunday, October 13th, I am celebrating 29 years in promotion and production at the new Black Wall Street Mall with tribute to Dick Gregory. That's right, celebrating 29 years, so text that number to get more information. Remember, Baba Ashra Kwesi and Mirawa Kwesi will be closing out the evening with a salute by Dr. B. Sirius, Brother Rich, Red Pill and Blue Pill, Lorenzo Sanford, Sister Golda X, Sister Tassili Ma'at, and so much more. Make sure you go to Linktr.ee/KingSimonthenumerovator or scan the QR code. That's right. We are beautiful and melanated in every way, family. That's right. We got the fabulous Dr. Alisha Kier in the building, man. And she bringing this fire from that 9 energy and that Virgo energy. So we going to be here. We doing what we got to do. Just want to remind people, please scan the QR code if you want to hang out with me. And for both events, October 13th and in Brooklyn, New York, you can scan that QR code. I'll be in Brooklyn, New York. So those in the tri-state area. Big up to Debbie in the building. Big up to Debbie that was at the Reggae Rewind. She says she's going to be coming out to the New York event and passing through. Big up to Marlon and the whole crew, Terry and the whole crew. We had a good time last night. All my New York crew came out and we was over there at Miss Icy's kitchen just hanging out and enjoying good old school music. Remember, on the 20th, we have the one, the only Sister Shahrazad Ali. And you know, Sister Shahrazad Ali wants to talk to the audience, so she wants people to call in. So we're going to have a call-in show with this one. She ain't scared of none of y'all Negroes. That's what she's trying to tell you. That's what she told me. She ain't scared of none of you Negroes. That's what she told me. And she about that life. When they get older, they about that life, you know, because let me say something about a lot of people will, especially women that ain't married or haven't been married or never want to get married. They will talk about this lady married twice. They both died on her, and she took care of all 12 of the children, even the one they had outside of the before her marriage. Which one of y'all would do anything like that? They didn't suppress her. They let her be her book proficionado in what she did. They let her do it, and they just secured her, made sure she got her back taken care of. You know what I'm saying? So married twice, they died on her, and she still took care of the children, even when they passed on. 12. That's why she said old school is the true school. From the most holistic perspective of what she was taught, because she joined the nation the year I was born, 67. So it's like boom. So we gotta respect what our sisters are doing at high vibratory level to bring at least some type of semblance and some type of balance to our sisters. Because a lot of y'all still caught up in that smack thing that Sister Shahrazad Ali talked about in the book. But you got to remember, if y'all read the book, you see it was a report that she was mentioning. Y'all didn't read that book. It was a report. And then she, after the 1,000 sold, she took it out of the book. And y'all still talking about it. Only 1,000, and she sold 200 to 1 million copies of those books. 2 million copies of those books. And after the first 1,000, she took it out because it was a report from a statistic that she got. But y'all still caught up on the smack. They should be smacked in the mouth. And y'all don't know if she took that book out. Maybe y'all are the one, they got the first 1,000. Maybe they're the ones that got the first 1,000. All right, good. So I hope y'all read that. But Dr. Alisha, you're fire now. You fire now. Any particular road you want to go down? I see you got some particular road you want to go down. Okay. Oh, you want to go down the price of Punani? A lot of mercy. And the body shapers. Okay, let's go. We don't want to be up here too long, but every time we get on here, let's go with what you're talking. Because what happened with Generation Z, they're selling themselves a little bit more. And they're selling themselves for Percocets and this and that and all kinds of fentanyl and all kinds of stuff. Absolutely. Let's go down that road with Generation Z. And at that point, how can they heal from it? Let's give some healing solutions too, from your perspective. Let's do it.
I'm going to hit those body shapers and then talk about those drugs that you just spoke about.
You want to do it? And people going down to Dominican Republic?
Let me say this.
Doing too much. They doing too much.
Let me say this, and Simon knows this. Okay.
Yes, right.
As a well-endowed woman.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
You want me to pull out some old pictures?
Let me explain to you about what men appreciate. Now, they like your curves.
Yes, we do.
Hey, woo!
We like some curves, boy.
Hey, they like a safe space with you.
Yes, right. That's right. That's
right.
That's right.
They like a safe space with you. So going to the Dominican Republic, going to Mexico, getting new breasts put in, old breasts lifted up, new butts put in. Can I promise you, I have never counseled any man that was just like, oh, if she would just get a new booty, that would make me be committed to her. I would do it. They think of an artificial butt like they think of eyelashes. No man has ever said, girl, if you could just get them eyelashes that touch your forehead, girl, I got a ring for you if you do. It's nobody said it.
Right.
They said, if you would just purchase that booty, girl, I'm going to be committed. No, it's not. When I promise you that there is a man, there is a good man for every good woman. Okay. And so some men don't care about your butt because they're breast men. So if you've been given breast, your man is probably a breast man. Right, and so you can be flat as 4 boards back there because he's still going to bend you over and make things happen and be like, oh, my flat butt little wife. They don't care We are caught up into that. If you ain't got no breast, it probably means your husband's not a breast man. He might be a booty man. And what do you have? More backyard than the Lower Louds. So you are made for him. He is made for you. And we get programmed into, I need this 9-12-inch man. What are you going to do with him? What are you going to do with him? So allow your vibration to be raised so you can attract your soulmate. Because see, what's fine today, get that joker 5 to 8 years. If you married fine, that may not be what's there. But what quality of person did you marry? Who are you actually in a relationship with? We have got to stop making permanent babies with temporary people. We've got to stop that, because even when we look, what's her name? Halle Berry.
Halle Berry, yeah, back in the day.
Halle Berry,
the new one, the one that just had a baby.
Yes, and right, now her boyfriends, or her ex-boyfriends, all over social media talking about how they broke up. And soon as I saw them as a couple, I said, he's attractive, but he is not mature enough to be with her and to handle her success. And what happened? We ain't heard nothing from her. He is preaching it all over everywhere. And this is what happens when you allow males to run up in you just because you want the fantasy of being in a relationship. Let me say this, then we're going to go over to those drugs. All right. What we cannot do is continue to allow people to practice on our wombs. And I know about, I want to be sexually free and, okay, all that's great. But where the problem comes in, everybody's practicing. So you're auditioning, hoping you're going to be the one. And so men don't appreciate what they don't work for. And these are the things that are happening with Generation Z. I came over and we did Netflix and chill. Now get down on your knees. What?
No work.
That's the expectation.
No work.
No. I did Netflix and chill with you. I brought a pizza. Get on your knees. And then we think, well, he likes me. So what? No. Talking about the body shapers that suppress the womb. That's the same thing that's happening to our brothers, where their testicles are being crushed with those genes. Same thing when we're putting the body shapers on. So we have this little bitty sucked in waist, and then we got these broad hips, and all this is lifted and all of that. A real man wants to be able to hold you and feel you, not feel lycra, not feel stretch material. They want to be able to connect to you, and not with sex, but just to sit and hug you. If you feel like a Band-Aid, like a big wrapped up ace bandage, he can't feel you. Real men appreciate a little bit of, not 700-800 pounds, but they like to be able to touch you and see that you're real.
Lord,
you got to see where the programming is. Those body shapers are killing your organs. Go ahead, beloved.
Dr. Lisa, I was at a friend of mine's acupuncturist and massage therapy, because they move the lymph nodes. They do the lymph nodes therapy.
Yes.
And this lady came with this humongous.
What humongous was it?
Humongous a glutamus maximus. And she damn near could not stand up. I seen there was a pole in front of the window. Now there's a pole outside, and she walks to the pole. The ass is still protruding beyond the pole as she's walking in. Somebody, me and the girl inside, me and my acupuncturist, we there laughing our ass off, because although she's not coming to her, she's coming to the massage therapist to go get treated. But she's like, wait a minute, where you get these thin legs and a big old booty? Yo, so I'm like, oh my gosh, what the hell is that? She had to get up and hold on to the car and walk out. And I'm like, what the heck's going on here?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I know it wasn't funny. It was funny from the sight of but I know it's not funny. So
no, because see, once you have that done, right? ladies don't know you can't sit down on it for 6 weeks.
They riding in the airplane with their knees
up, right? Turned up, you know, and so that speaks to a lack of self-love.
Pick up the same nab.
Okay, go to the gym and work out the body that you've been blessed with. Because you can even get as you get older, your breast begin to lift as you work out. Now they're not going to bump up like you're 20 because there's gravity.
Exactly.
So when you see all the little young girls and their little breast is up here, let them keep living. They're going to go here and swing low, swing chariot. And you know what? Men don't care. If there's a nipple involved, they don't care. So we are concentrating on the wrong thing. Go to Victoria's Secret, get you a great bra, lift that thing up, and be proud. Be proud of who you are. So with that,
the wonder bra, right?
Oh, because at the end of the day, he wants to be in the bra. He doesn't care about them standing up and proclaiming.
One of my comedian friends said, "Yeah, you want us to get wonder bra? You better get a wonder condom." Big up to Mugga from Manifest. That was one of my old friends. She's you gotta get a wonder condom. You talking, so we can wonder where it's at.
Okay. So let's talk about the drug.
Let's talk about the drug. Yeah.
Because let's talk now. Think about it. There is a song that speaks about Molly and Percocet. And so when you play that over and over and over, it's down in your psyche. Mm-hmm. And that's the generation they targeted, Generation Z. So most of them, they say over 65% of Generation Z has tried ecstasy.
Wow.
I wouldn't know what it was. Listen, I am happy to have my mushroom coffee.
Exactly.
That's my high. Woo! Right? But it's because there's an emptiness. And so to fulfill that emptiness, and we continue to see all of these quote unquote influencers that are dying from what they're saying are suicides. Many of them are drug overdoses because they're looking for that high. Well, let me try just a little more. Let me try just a little more. And their bodies can't take it. And that's where the great concern is why are we continuing to allow ourselves to be open to that? We have stopped reading. Reading actually begins to open things in your brain. You want dopamine? Get you a good book. Get you an Audible subscription so you can listen to it. That's going to give you that dopamine high that you're looking for. Because with the drugs, you have to keep on taking more and keep on taking more in order to get the same results. Listen to audiobooks that will fill you. And I do this in real time. That's one of the things I do to help people get off of drugs. And they're like, you mean I ain't got to take? No, I don't need to put you on different herbs and all of those type things. Let me fill you and help you to be able to get the same results, the same dopamine high that you were getting. And then you're good to go.
Okay, family. It is now 27 minutes after the hour. Y'all know. I want y'all to really show some love to our sister, Dr. Alisha Kier. And I got two more questions, and I'm gonna see if the chat any got any more questions. If you got at least one question, you can put it in the chat real quick. Want to be able to close out here before 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? But she's a naturopathic doctor, spiritual psychologist. You can contact or circulate love through her email, which is PayPal, Zelle, and Healatlanta@gmail.com is the email. You can go through Zelle and PayPal and also email if you want. And also remember her Cash App, $ ReadingsForLife. Make sure you support it 100%. And don't forget about her businesses. Don't forget about the businesses that she advertises on this channel. This is it. You looking to work from home. She has sent me so many testimonies via text every morning. This girl is hitting me up with it. She's sending all kinds of stuff about people getting the benefits of working from home finally and past. They're doing part-time, full-time work. And you got to have a good clean background. Please don't come there. You are a whole criminal. And you think people gonna hire you and you got a whole bunch of Fed cases going on. Nah, man. But some of y'all want to work from home. Some of y'all don't want to go out there and deal with the energy of people. You might want to, if you got a phone and a computer, you could work from home. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You got a phone and a computer, you could work from home just like I do, just like she does. And if you want to save money on your car insurance, let me tell y'all something, young people. When I first got my insurance and my liabilities, when I first started driving at 15, believe me, they was trying to hit me on the head because they don't think you're responsible enough. So they need that. And as you're getting older now, they think you can't handle it on the street. So why don't you let her do her work to reduce that car insurance? Probably $50, $100, maybe $200 might be removed. Hey, make sure you go and call that number 877-855-8111. The rep ID is FTT2E. And of course, if you want to text the words hire me at 770-861-9906, go make some extra money and stop playing. Make some extra money from whatever she has to offer. Go make some. And it's not for everybody. I'll be honest. It's not for everybody. Not everybody can handle that. You know what I'm saying? Some people will need to get out there and go clean some cars or do something. They gotta go do something. But any questions in the chat? If you got any questions in the chat, I got a few more questions on my own. So before we close out, if you don't mind, you all right?
Yes.
All right. So one of the questions that about what metaphysical practices, whether meditation, energy healing, can help Gen Z cultivate resilience and inner peace to get them through what's going on with them in this lifetime.
Absolutely. The first thing that they can start to do is to make a decision to shift their diet to 70% fruit.
Not fruits and vegetables, fruits. That's fruits. Okay, go ahead.
Because of the amount of damage that they have received, they need to be able to shift as quickly as possible. And so if they decide, let's start with the fruits. If you need to go to the vegetables, cool. But let's get those fruits in there. That's going to help to flush out so much so quickly. And it helps to raise the vibration. Specifically, while it's still watermelon season. Get watermelon in you, get red grapes in you, get live coconuts in you. And then if you can open the coconut up and eat the meat out of it, that begins to heal you as well. Dr. Sebi taught us about burrowed bananas. The Thai bananas is if your banana has seeds in the middle. When I was doing all of my retreats in Jamaica, after you have those bananas over there, you come back over here, it's like, no. So you want to get either the top or the bureau bananas, but get that in your body. You will start to have so much clarity. Many of you all are in relationships and you don't know how to get out. Start putting those fruits in your body. It's going to help you to be able to detach. The more we continue to consume animal byproducts, then it keeps building up an animal nature in us, and it keeps us down there in those lower chakras. So make the decision. 70% of my diet, I'm going to make fruit. When you start to do that, you start to see differently. You're going to see a difference in your sight, in what you hear. You won't be as agitated or irritated. And then you're able to think more clearly as well. Start to use coconut water, because regular water, it flushes you out, but it's also flushing out your minerals. So start using not the Vita Coco with the sugar in it, but real coconut water. The Harmless Harvest is perfect.
Yes.
I challenge you to do it for a week. Do it for a week. 70% of your diet be fruit. It will begin to take the coating off of your tongue. You will not desire low vibrating fruits. Remember, when things grow down in the ground, your durian, your potatoes, those things to that effect, they're not getting the absorption. They're not getting the water nutrient. When you try to juice something, when you can't get any water out of it, it's not benefiting your body like you need. So get those things that grow on the vine, get those things that grow on the tree, and begin to put them in so you can raise your vibration up out of the dirt. Leave them animals alone. because the animals are genetically modified. Constantly, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing talked to us about purposeful genetic annihilation. That is exactly what is happening to Generation Z. It is being made to now take you from being gods and goddesses to becoming genetically modified creatures. What kind of bananas? Either the burro bananas or the Thai bananas. If in your area, now usually you can get them at the Caribbean market locally, at the farmers market locally. If you don't have that option where you are, then get organic bananas.
Right.
But still, if you can avoid either of those Thai bananas are through the roof. They are delicious. And then if you feel like you want something cooked, then you can take those and put them in your dehydrator. Snack on those. It'll get you off of popcorn. It'll get you off of chips. It'll get you off of cheese doodles and all of those things that are not benefiting your body. Whenever you're putting something in your mouth, remember your mouth is a double-doored gateway. So when you're putting foods in it, you have to decide, am I eating because I'm addicted to eating? Is what I'm putting in my body really getting ready to benefit my body? If you get itis after it, that's your body saying, I don't want that. Your tongue likes that, but it's not benefiting me. It's not energizing me. It's not feeding me.
Now, before you move on, says somebody asked, what about if you are type 1 diabetic with the fruits?
Then you want to do the lower sugars. So you want to do the ones that have the lower sugars, absolutely. Because when you are type 1 and you're type 2, a lot of times they're trying to make you insulin dependent.
Right.
Not that you need to be, because you can reverse type 1 and type 2 in 45 days, oftentimes on fruit. But they want to keep you insulin dependent because every time you're filling that prescription, your doctor's getting a check.
Wow. That's crazy. Now, a family, hold on one second. Let me see. I got another question here I want to give you. The person said, thank you. Another question before we close out, of course, family, just want to remind all of you out here, make sure you support our naturopathic doctor and spiritual psychologist. And of course, contact and circulate via her PayPal, her Zelle, using that email right there is healatlanta@gmail.com. And don't forget, CashApp is $readingsforlife. You know, I just dropped CashApp. I don't use CashApp no more, only because they now got a new policy since February 7th that says with people with certain services or that's soliciting to get certain services through CashApp, I can't do my numerology service through CashApp.
Wow.
They're not connected to a bank, I'm hearing. So a lot of stuff is happening, and they've been sued a lot of times. So you can't even sell herbal products. You can't even promote herbal products through cash. So y'all be careful out there that are doing all of that. So make sure you're not doing that. So I'm on PayPal and Zelle now. I'm on PayPal, Zelle, and Venmo. So we doing what we got to do. I'm getting back on pie. But last but not least, one question. A lot of the young Gen Zs are suffering from cyberbullying alongside what they've already endured through family and everything else, and the drugs and the peer pressure of using drugs. What is the solution for them? I know one comedian said, just turn off the computer. That's one solution. Don't even pick up the sink. He from Barbados.
Right. So real talk. You got to realize Gen Z puts so much stock into the thoughts and opinions of people on the other side of a computer or of a phone. And so, yeah, a lot of people, I've blocked so many people.
It's a block party.
I have a block party. Just block them all, because you have to understand everybody is not happy for you. So, and then you have nothing to prove on social media. So putting your whole life up there and then getting upset because people have negative things to say, no. Don't put your whole life up there and look at, did I get any likes? I didn't get any likes. They don't like me. They don't like me. Okay, go get some real friends and go outdoors and play. Go be around some real people that want to support you and want to be a part of your life. So the cyberbullying comes from looking for so much affirmation from people on social media. So you need a real circle of real life humans to be able to be connected to. What about strawberries? That is the fruit that I mainly eat. If they are organic, you also, even if it's organic, you want to make sure that you're still cleansing them, not just running them, but cleansing them. So either using your organic white vinegar, just to run over them, and then don't wash them with the water out the sink. Stop washing greens with the water out the sink. If we don't drink the water out the sink and you're washing things that are porous, then all of that stuff is getting in them. Okay, so take you some of the organic bottled water and then rinse them off. You can also take some baking powder, organic baking powder, and put it on them, let it sit 20 seconds, and then just rinse that off as well. But yeah, strawberries are amazing. What you want to start to do, your body will begin to crave specific fruits. And those are the places where you are mineral deficient. I think everybody needs to be on sea moss because that's going to give you those minerals that your body is short of. A lot of us don't need fruits. We are mineral deficient. And so that's why you keep eating and keep eating and keep eating, because your body keeps reaching for that food, and that food does not have what you need, especially if you're picking it up from somebody's restaurant. It's dead food. So that fruit is going to be live food that then begins to give you what you need, but it needs to be supplemented without a question. Yes.
Okay. Well, that is it, my dear sister. Thank you so much. It is, man. Woo, Lord, we're gonna have to come back and do something again, girl, because I know you can do all kinds of subjects, girl. We'll discuss what kind of subject, because you still, you've been advertising and you've been spreading love, man. Again, please, family, make sure you go to her Zelle, her Cash App, her PayPal, show her love on multiple levels. If you can't support, if you're not able to support me at this time, go ahead and support them. But they're, quality people. You support me next time, no problem. But and again, if you are looking to work from home, family, and you want your car insurance taken care of, all that good stuff, let's show those flyers again. Y'all seen me been promoting. Of course, she's experiencing the volumes of calls and people that's contacting her through me. So again, a lot of you want to work from home. Y'all don't want to go out there and deal with those things in the street. You want to be from home. You want to feel safe to keep closer to your children, whatever. Be home when your children are there. When your children come home from school, hey, this is what it is. Text hire me to 770-861-9906. That's 770-861-9906. Make sure you have a clean background, clean record. You can do full-time, part-time, choose your own time, whatever, but you got to be willing to put in this work, because they're about motivating you when they're doing their thing too, when they're doing their Zoom calls and all. They're about motivating you now. So y'all got to make sure y'all stay focused. And again, if you would like your car insurance lowered, they can help you save some money. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Make sure you call those numbers. 877-855-8111. That's 877-855-8111. The rep ID is FTT2E. And you can call her Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. That means you can call her today and make it happen. Oh, Alisha, thank you very much for being such a vibrant energy.
Thank you for having me, Simon. This has been wonderful. We got to do it again. We got so much to talk to the people about. Absolutely.
Man, at least once a month. We need to talk about
yes.
it. I would like to get a sponsor for the segment, though. That's what I would like. So we might have to talk to some friends of ours and see if we can get some sponsors, so we can announce them and make it happen. Because I want to do segment, either sometimes quick segments are good, but a good good half an hour, 45 minutes. 45 minutes, that's a number 9, so that's your number, so that's good. We could work a 45-minute segment to focus on just you be in front, just like I was doing here. Just you be in front for 45 minutes, say what you got to say. And then this segment was sponsored by such and such and such and such.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. That's what I want. Because if it ain't making dollars, it don't make sense.
It don't make sense.
Because everybody still got to take care of things. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. I got a whole 14 grandchildren. It's 15 one about to come. So big up to that one.
All right.
Hey, let me say something before she get off. When she found out that I had 9 children years ago, her eyes just shined up. She said, 9 children. When was that? Nicholas, right? Was that Nicholas Brooklyn? When you first met me?
I remember. And you were probably, yes. Oh, yes. And I have 9 children. That's when you say you have 9 children. When 9 separate individuals, how many twins? None.
Oh. They all came through individually. No. I remember when you see me at Nicholas, you was doing the kiosk for Queen of Four.
Yes,
at that time. So I laughed. So I never forget, because every time I say it off the stage, everybody goes like this. What?
Right. 9.
They're all grown up now, so big up to all my grown ass children now. They're grown now. Hey, I'm so happy. But Alisha, we gotta hang out. I gotta come over and visit you, get some food, because she makes some of the best cobbler. Oh my God! When you gonna invite me over for dinner, girl? Stop playing. I ain't playing with you.
Right.
Don't say yes. Right. You don't be saying all that. Come on now.
We will definitely cook for you. You will have some food. Yes,
I'll bring my children. You know that. I'll give a donation. I'll bring them all. Let them give a donation.
Children, yes, because I feed the babies. The babies will get fed.
Oh yeah, she fed my children before. Lord, at least my boys that live out here. She fed. Indeed. And they was what?
I ain't want to leave. I ain't want them to leave. I love them babies. Yes, I do. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dr. Alisha, and be safe. We'll talk. We'll talk, okay?
Okay, all right.
All right. Well, love you, man. Love you. Be safe. All right. Peace and love. Man, make sure y'all support our sister, man. She is doing it till you satisfy. Whatever it is, she got to do it. Do it in the morning. So make sure y'all support. She born the same day as my grandfather. She's born the same day as Farrah Gray, Dr. Farrah Gray, September the 9th. So we always had that connection. She a Virgo. You know what that is. So it is. So we always had that connection. But make sure y'all, again, go to her Zelle, her PayPal, and you could do a consultation with her. Come on now. You can email her for a consultation. Also, set up and say, make sure you put in the header King Simon. You want to put the header, put the name King Simon always in the header coming from my show. If you want to do some real naturopathic and spiritual psychological consultation, because a lot of the things that we are going through psychologically is spiritual. It's not physical only. It is a spiritual thing. So don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. And she works with children. She works with adults. She works with men, women, whatever else y'all want to call yourselves. She works with all of that too. She works with all of that, because out of 2 genders, they got 72 genders. How'd that happen? I don't know how that happened. I'm telling you right now, it's probably called the Soylent Green. The Soylent Green she was talking about. But whatever gender you are, she can help you with that too, and help whatever you need, because a lot of them are going through psychological issues, and a lot of people don't even realize that. Big up to Dr. Valentine. I spoke to him yesterday, and he was like, "Man, King, the consultation of the people that's been calling me." I'm like, offered after the show that he did with me, man, the private show, because I had to do it on a private link. Dr. Valentine was putting in that work over there, and people ain't ready for a lot with Dr. because he says what he mean what he says. But on that note, family, again, all jokes aside, please support her, show her some love. She has a whole temple. You see all those certificates back there? And she got, I think, 4 or 5 doctorate degrees now. So, and she's a ministry. She has a ministry. She does all of that. So please get yourselves together. Put that work in with the beautiful sister. Don't hesitate. And again, my circulate, donate. You can circulate and donate to my PayPal, my Venmo, and my Zelle is Tab Productions 318 at Gmail. It's scrolling on the bottom, but I'm focusing on her right now. That's why it's staying steady on the front. on the front lines with that. This has been a wonderful show. I want to thank all my moderators, all the people that was modding, and there was no trolls, so that was good. I didn't want no trolls in there. I should have had people do a call in, but it's all next time I'll do a call in with her where y'all can call in and talk to her directly. But know this, and I need y'all to get some real respectable questions coming up for Sister Shahrazad Ali. She want all the smoke. That's what she told me. But she wants it respectfully. You're not going to come up here and disrespect an elder that's almost 80 years of age. Stop playing. She wants to smoke, but she wants to answer questions. So it's probably going to be a 2-hour thing. It's going to be a 2-hour thing with her because we're going to get it in. But she does want to focus on politics, male and female relationships, the whole 9 yards. People keep on forgetting that she wrote 2 books. The Black Man's Guide and the Black Woman's Guide. People keep on forgetting, and she didn't hold back on the black man either. She ain't gonna let y'all be simping and playing games. She don't do that because her husbands was not simps. They was martial artists and good fighters. The Nation of Islam breed that. I'm a product of that. So we're gonna learn how to fight. And do remember, before that, we're going to be here at the New Black Wall Street. Alisha, I need you to come out. Why don't you just come out and just sit down and chill with us, man? I'll put you on the guest list, man. Come on out and come hang out, come tribute to Dick Gregory. Matter of fact, I'll let you say a few words if you want to. But, she's in the background. Look, I'll put you, come on now. Come on, girl. I'll let you sit in the back with me so you don't have to be out there in the midst of everybody. Chilling. But you should come on out to celebrate my 29th year, my 30th year now. I might have Dr. Alisha be one of the workshop presenters in New York City, though. We're doing that in New York City. She's saying she's hailing me up because I'm going to have male, female, male, female. I'm going to have 2 days for my 30th. It's going to lecture in the event. It's going to be on one separate day with the vendors and everybody. And then other day, the workshop is going to be one room, all different times. I'm not going to have y'all bouncing around. One room, because I see what happens when you try to do multiple rooms. One room this time, next time, get prepared for that. Next time, get prepared. Keep it moving. I'm not doing all that bouncing around. And we're looking at the new renovation of the newly Black National Black Theater. Or we're looking at the Victoria 5 newly renovated hotel and theater right there on 125th Street. We're looking at that place. And if I can't get those buildings for that particular time that I wanted, then we'll do the Crown. The new Black Lady Theater is called the Crown Hill Theater over there on Nostrand Avenue, not too far from where Queen Afua used to live. So I'm looking at 4 or 5 venues right now to see if I can accommodate all that I want to do for 2 days. I need a hotel room. And so if I'm doing a hotel, it'll probably be a conference in the hotel. That's what I'm looking at. So again, family, and if you didn't swipe the QR code, please swipe the QR code. Come give me a hug for my 29. Don't give me 29 hugs. Just give me 2 hugs. I'm good. 2 hugs. In the dojo, when we used to have a birthday, they used to throw us for every birthday. So if my birthday was 50 years of age, they will throw me for 50 times. That's how they used to do in the dojos back in the day. So I know how this can go. I just want hugs. Dr. B will be there. Brother Rich will be there. Red Pill and Blue Pill will be there. Tassili, my aunt, doing the libation with her husband. Also, Lorenzo Sanford is expected to pass through High Heels. And Baba Ashra Kwesi and Mirra Kwesi will be in the building to give this ancient perspective of where they go and where they travel. And then I'll be in Brooklyn, family. Don't forget, Brooklyn will be the place to be. I will be in Brooklyn October 27th at Nicholas for the second leg of the 29th celebration of promotion and production. And don't forget this martial arts thing that we're doing on November the 9th. We will also be there. Some of my teachers are going to be there having a good time, saluting the one, the only GM Lumumba. Big up to my moderators, Color Curiosity, Feng Shui, wardrobe, coloring, all of that. They're going to show you how to do what you got to do with your life and your house and everything else. Make sure you give them a call. And don't forget Dr. Shakira Moore, Holistic Iridologist, another one of my moderators in the chat, nutritional advisor, spiritual teacher. She's moving down to Georgia too, so look out for that. Hit her up at the number, hit her up on her IG, hit her up on her Linktree. And remember, my son got this business right here. Make sure you hit him at the phone number right there on the bottom. And my other son, got the studio. Make sure you hit him up on his studio too. All right. Boom. Big up to Lloyd Strayhorn all the time. Much respect to him. Big up to Nicholas Brooklyn all the time. Enough respect to them. Also, big up to CarrieAnnIngram.com. Enough respect to her. And if you want to book a session with me, please text me your full name and date of birth, 347-496-1022. Get all my books on Amazon right now or through Kindle. Some of them are on Kindle, some of them are not. And if you want my hardcover book, you buy one hardcover, you get a free Billy Carson book right now. If you buy one hardcover, you get a free, because I don't put out them hardcovers regularly. I'm closing out. Alisha, hold on. I'm coming to you after this, behind the scenes. Hold on. Family, remember what Dr. B says. And I'm going to be hanging out with Dr. B today from 5 to 9 o'clock for the Transcendent event. I forgive myself and my family and others for imperfection, and I'm thankful for my life. That's a very serious mantra that I really believe in. And the last prayer that Dr. Blair gave us, he gave me this 20 years ago. I still have it. I still say it. Please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now. Thank you, Dr. Blair. Thank you, Dr. B. Thank you, Dr. Alisha. Thank you, all of you, Dr. Kier, everybody, Dr. Africa, Dr. Sabi, all of them, Dr. Goss, all of them that has helped me along the way. Queen of Four, every one of them. Baba Heru, Dr. Ben, every one of them. Francis Cress Wells, and all of them. Sister Burke, all of them that was the wind under my wings in some capacity. Thank you, thank you, thank you for allowing me to grow to be the best numerovator that I can be. Matter of fact, the only one in the world under that word. And I want to thank each and every one of you. And remember, I love you because I love myself. And believe me, it was hard. It was a hard road. Believe me. I have a membership. All my lessons are now in my membership. I only leave the interviews up on my show. Everything you want to learn, you're not just going to get it just to get it. You got to be willing to study, write things down, take notes. That's why I use the blackboard. Y'all know I have a blackboard. That's why I use the blackboard. You know, and this has been a journey. Look at all these pictures. This has been a journey for me. Look at these pictures. From that baby to this who I'm at now. Look at these pictures. Tears are coming to my eyes because I know the journey of every one of these guys. I know their journey. I know my life was almost lost during this journey. Almost taken during this journey. And you and all of us have a journey. All of us have a journey. Everyone. Y'all don't even know what we ain't even talk about what Dr. Alisha went with her moms. And she has spoken about it on this show, on my platform before and publicly. Y'all don't know, it's a journey, but everybody that you came through, everybody that we came through came to either be a blessing or a lesson to us. A lot of people don't realize that. They either came to be a lesson or a blessing to us. Your uncle, your sister, your cousin, the guy that molested you, the guy that, the people that tortured me. They all came to be a lesson and blessing. It's what we do with it now. He's either going to take those lessons that may have been negative and flip them into a blessings that could support your journey and your growth. So family, on that note, I love you again because I love me. Stay focused, stay powerful, and I want to again thank the one, the only, Dr. Alisha Kier, that came on and really brought the fire that she's supposed to bring. That's all I was expecting her to do, bring that fire. And she brought it nice and live and direct. So take care, family. I got to close out with one more commercial, and then we'll close it out. I got to close out with this Dr. B commercial because tonight, 5 to 9 o'clock, we're doing this live and direct. Don't go nowhere. We're going to close out with Dr. B just like this because we love Dr. B, and this is his commercial. That's right. That's right. Big up to Dr. B having a great event tonight, man. I'm going to be there. It's going to be hardcore. He told me he don't even want me to work. He just want me to sit down and experience it. And when a Baba and elder calls you and say, Simon, I just want you to be my guest. I don't want you ain't celebrate your win as far as at the Forbidden Knowledge Awards for the television host of the year. I didn't celebrate my win as the spiritual leader of the year. He beat out Michael Beckford in that award ceremony in Miami recently. So we just want to celebrate what we went through and accomplishments that we did. And I want you to celebrate your life in any way, whatever accomplishment. Celebrate your life, 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 celebrate your life. Peace and love. Take care.
On October 13, 2024, I'll be in Stonecrest, Georgia at New Black Wall Street for King Simon's 29th anniversary celebration, memorializing Dick Gregory. I'll be doing readings, there'll be food, speakers, and vendors. If you want to see me in person, come on out. Any information you're going to need to be below.
Peace and prosperity, y'all. It is your girl, Cheyenne Black. Now, I want to let you know that on October 13th, I will be attending the 29th year anniversary to King Simon Productions. And furthermore, what makes this so great is that we'll be giving a tribute to Baba Dick Gregory. Going to have some great vendors. You see the names there. You see what's going on. And performances and everything. So y'all come out and, party with us and just get down in some holistic wellness. Anyways, see you soon.
Hi, I'm Millie, creator of Color Curiosity LLC. Come out and join us on October 13th, 2024 for King Simon Presents 29th anniversary. We're going to be at the New Black Wall Street in Stonecrest, Georgia. Come out and have some fun. We're going to have a tribute to Baba Dick Gregory and key speakers like Ashwan Mira Crazy and the amazing Dr. B. We're going to have vendors, food, and fun for everyone. Come and join us.
Peace and love, family. Welcome to the I Am Ascension Temple of Love, the home of the Master Healers and Teachers, where myself, Tassili Mata Atma Ma'at, and my king, Ankh El Adam, reside. We want to invite you to a tribute for Baba Dick Gregory, one of those master healers and teachers. This is being presented by none other than King Simon. It's Sunday, October 13th from 11 to 8 p.m. From 11 to 2:30, you're going to have speakers such as Red and Blue Pill, High Heels, and Lorenzo Sanford. From 3 to 7, we'll be blessed with the ancient wisdoms of Baba Ashra Kwesi and his wife, Mirawa Kwesi. This is going to be a time to really acknowledge some of our ancient roots. Baba Dick Gregory opened the way for me to know that I am the universe. I have 9 holes in my body, just like there are 9 planets. That's right. Thank you, Baba Dick. We look forward to seeing you all. That's right. Sunday, October 13th, 11 to 8.
Hey family, on Sunday, October 13th, I am celebrating 29 years in promotion and production at the New Black Wall Street Mall with tribute to Dick Gregory. That's right, celebrating 29 years, so text that number to get more information. Remember, Baba Ashra Kwesi and Mira Kwesi will be closing out the evening with a salute by Dr. B. Sirius, Brother Rich, Red Pill and Blue Pill, Lorenzo Sanford, Sister Golda X, Sister Tassili Ma'at, and so much more. Make sure you go to Linktr.ee /King Simon the Numerovator or scan the QR code.